Hello my treasures, it's time to feel invincible with Zombeast Hunter. A fun little interaction that I found out when testing another Hunter deck was that wild spirits are both undead and beasts, which give us the perfect opportunity to use Invincible. I figured using the already incredible beast support that Hunter has access to, along with some of the generic undead support that we have in the March of the Lich King set, would make a perfect deck where we could fully abuse Invincible much better than most of the other classes within Hearthstone. And honestly, the deck felt actually pretty good to actually play. It was a nice, unique twist on the stereotypical Beast Hunter deck. Alright, now time for the Mulligan guide. You're going to be looking for any early game minions. However, there are a few that you're going to want some additional minions or additional ways to buff them up before you actually choose them. For example, Foul Egg is really good if you have something like Arm Stealer, the Ramming Mount, or even a Doggy Biscuit in your open hand. Amalgam of the Deep can be used without any type of undead minion on board. However, most of the time you will want to have a second one, and Boneflinger is only good if you have an undead minion before. Things like Tracking are really good to keep in your open hand too, because it lets you search through your deck. And speaking of removal tools, Harpoon Gun, Stag Charge, and Wild Spirits are really good to keep in your open hand as early game removal tools. That all being said, let's look at some game. Alright, time for a game against Death Knight. There's a lot of different decks that it probably could be because it is Death Knight and people are experimenting with it a lot more than they used to be. Going to get rid of the Anos, and I mean that's better, but it's not a card that I want to see this early on in the game. It is what it is though. Amalgam is also something that I might have wanted to get rid of. We do have the Stag Charge because that does give us access to a undead minion or even a beast, depending on how we want to use it. Okay, so there are 35 cards. Harpoon Gun doesn't really do anything. We probably will coin it out next turn if I had to guess, since we do have 2 copies of it. Just Ghoul Charge. They're not going to have any minions for us to remove, which is fine. We could also coin out the Stag Charge if we really felt like it. Selective Breeder is nice for later, but I'm going to do it like this, I think. Oh, I kind of want to hit Invincible. That's probably a little bit of a mistake just because of the fact that we could have kept it at the bottom of the deck and guaranteed Selective Breeder next turn, but, well, I mean, it being discounted is pretty decent. We're just going to keep doing 1 damage to our face. We're going to do 3 damage, so it doesn't really matter too much in the end. You can just hit this again. Probably going for Amalgam. Yeah, might as well. Then we can use the Stag Charge, see what we grab. Probably, ooh, perfect. Exactly what we needed to see. Allows us to use both Amalgams next turn if I actually catch it or not. Oh, they're hand buff. Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting. How do we want to deal with this? Well, we can use Harpoon Gun and then one of the Amalgams to see what we randomly get. Give us something cool. Foul Egg is something cool. We just don't have a way to buff it up yet. Still better than nothing, to be honest. Now, we could use the 3-1 to attack into their minion and then attack into it with the Harpoon Gun. That seems like the safest bet. Oh, Hawkstrider is perfect. Allows us to buff up the egg. You have a lot of ways to buff up the egg in this deck, which is really, really nice. Just hoping that they don't get a lot of Vampiric Bloods, because that could be a big issue. Okay, there's Hawkstrider. We can put down the Hawkstrider, then put down the egg. Now we could attack into the 4/4, but I think we're just going to go face. Wild Spirits is fun, but sadly it doesn't keep the buffs whenever you do play it, which is a little bit annoying, but I guess they do it that way so you can't just buff up a dormant minion to Oblivion and then just OTK your opponent in the following turn. Oh, Sunwell. I actually didn't expect someone to run Sunwell and Lich King. Maybe they're Reno? That could explain some things. We're leaving up the 1/3. We do have Invincible if we really, really want to put it down this turn. Kinda do. Let's just go face. It will give us a taunt on our egg. It'll force them to pop it. Now, I need to remember that his Deathrattle has not triggered yet. I've made that mistake a bunch of games where I always forget that the Battlecry and the Deathrattle are 2 different things. Oh, snowed in. That, little bit annoying. I wonder if they're actually going to go after Invincible. Oh, Doomsayer. Vampiric blood, not what I wanted to see. Okay, how do we want to... Oh, foul egg actually keeps the death rattle going, I think. Actually, I'm kind of curious of how that's going to trigger. You can also use Tavish. I'm going to go with the double summon because that should give us Invincible back since it is the leftmost minion. It's generally how it ends up working in the end. Perfect. Oh, the death rattle didn't trigger. But we still get 2 Invincibles, which is really nice. Or did it trigger? Nope. No, it didn't. That's a little bit of a shame. I wonder if there is a class that you could... Oh, I guess Priest, you could maybe get an entire board of Invincibles if you really felt like it. Don't know why you necessarily would want to. Perfect. Just what we needed to see. They won't be able to kill Invincible this turn. Actually, no, they can hero power if they... Or they can do that. They can do that. Well, we now have an 8/8, which is really good. Come on, give us something cool. Oh, Monstrous... What? Yeah, Monstrous Parrot would give us additional charge of the death rattle, I think, right? Yep, Invincible gets buffed up by that. We just hope they don't have the 8-drop that destroys all minions. I'm assuming they are Reno at this point, because that is a weird card to include in. Perfect, that's going to hit the other Invincible. Okay, where is this going to hit? The other Invincible again? Oh, if only that was still the unbuffed version, because they would have taken a ton of damage there. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Sure, why not? Let's just kill that. Go, Amalgam of the Deep. Sure. The never-ending conga line of Invincibles. Monstrous Parrot is pretty good. Probably should hero power first, to be honest. Perfect to charge. Let's go face. They're at 15. Ghoul charge. That's not going to do... Oh, no. Wait, are they Kazakhstan? Zakazan Reno? Are people doing Kazakhstan Death Knight? There's no... It's a shame that we didn't get Cinder Gross as a Death Knight legendary. Actually, I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm shocked we didn't get any more Undead synergy for Death Knight. Oh, we're just going to attack there. Triggered the Death Rattle again. Now they're at 3. As long as they keep one of our Undead minions alive, we have lethal. Oh, even if they don't, we have lethal. Oh, that... Oh, at least they're only going to get 5 armor from that. That could be a lot worse. Well, I guess I feel invincible. Oh, this open hand doesn't look bad. Especially because we're going second, we can just coin these 2 out on the same turn. It is probably going to be Shockspitter Hunter, which isn't the best in the world for us, but, you know, we can make it work. Oh, interesting. Let's just put this down, I guess. Well, we'll kill this next turn. They are probably exactly Shockspitter. I'm really tempted to include this over Boneflinger. Little less undead synergy, but you know what? Let's just do it like this. What can 1 extra damage really do, right? Well, they did solve the issue for ourselves, which is nice. Of course, they have the second Iron Deep Trog. I am not dealing with you. I also am not dealing with you. And I'm going to get my egg hatched. We're not actually in the worst position in the world, which is weird to say. We'd kill that. We don't have anything to back it up if we do. Oh, that's a nice backup. That is a nice backup indeed. Well, they get rid of their harpoon gun a little bit too early, which is better for us. Let's assume explosive. Ooh. This is funny. Oh. Well then. Sure, silence. And I guess taunt and poisonous. Explosive? Yes it is. Okay, we get at least a 3-3. We are going to start to... We're probably going to want to silence this. I do not like where our HP is heading, though. Always forget this is 4 attack. For some reason, I always think it's 3. But then the poisonous should deal with this. Then we do have Invincible for next turn. Send our taunt. Oh, okay. Right, game. Actually, we are going to... Oh, probably should have done that and try to maximize. Perfect. Okay, as long as they don't draw into shockspitter, we should be fine, I think. And we probably should heal up with this next turn. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, but if we are still into this game. Going to heal, see what we randomly get. Come on, give us something cool. That technically is something cool. Let's just keep going face, and I did not miss lethal. That's fine. Okay. So we have Invincible plus Invincible in hand. Please don't get Shock Trooper or Shock Spitter. That's all I'm asking for, please. Selective Breeder is technically what I don't want to see. I'd be more shocked if they didn't actually have... Oh. That is not a card I expected to see out of them. Okay. We still win, right? Yeah, they're still at 10, so we win next turn. Okay. Oh, I will just take everything here, because this plus this could be really, really useful on turn 2. Also, it depends on what we top deck. Arms Dealer would be nice. No. Okay, Selective Breeder's fine. I think so. So we have Selective Breeder, Bone Flinger, and Monstrous Parrot are the 3 choices to take something out. I think Bone Flinger is number 1 if I had to choose. Because we do have 6 1-drops, so we could put down, or in the mech that draws a minion from the bottom of the deck, which might be interesting. This is going to be aggro, which is annoying, but we can deal with it, I think. I'm gonna kill that. Because a 1/5 is harder to deal with, but it doesn't look like they have much if they're not. Oh, they're silencing us. Is that harder to actually use? Let's see what we randomly get. Bear's actually nice for next turn. Egg is just going to sit on our board for a bit. We have a few buffs that we could use, but unless they kill the egg, could always kill the egg, right? I don't know why you would, but you could. Yeah. Come on, kill the egg. Nope, okay. We get the taunt. Tracking is probably what we're going to want to use first. Unless we top deck a buff. That isn't a buff, but that is... We'll keep these for next turn. Actually, we'll get rid of one of those right now. I was going to keep it so we get guarantee on the 5 HP minion, but I know my luck when it comes to Aggro Druid, and it usually is pretty bad with them having 5 Full Fury or Herald of Nature. It doesn't really matter which one it is, they always have one or the other. Oh, we get a weapon, which is good. That does nothing be... Oh, this is actually perfect. Kill this. Kill that. Summon our ad. 2/7's getting really, really annoying to not be able to deal with it. But we are coming back, technically. Oh, Crooked Cook. That is only bad news for us. Oh, I guess not as bad as I expected it to be. Okay, kind of shocked that they went for that, but whatever. We don't have a deathrattle yet, right? Amalgam, perfect. Oh, well, might be fun. Let's see if we can grab anything cool. Invincible for later. It's actually that. I don't like doing what I just did, but it's 2 damage in hand plus 8 on board, 9 on board. We do have a taunt. We actually have 2 taunts in the running if we really feel like putting them both down. I think we're gonna do a few more games and then probably call it good. I want to be able to go for longer, but that's just something that I'm gonna have to work up to. At least on a consistent basis, you know. Taking a while to guess what they want to choose there. Oh, they didn't get an attack off. That might cost them the game. Thanks for the follow. Okay, how do we want to do this? If we put this down, yeah, let's put that down. And they have to get through it. And then Invincible for next turn. Hopefully it'll hit the egg. We do have a lot of undeads on board, which might make it a little less likely. Only positive here. Oh, they could have maybe had lethal with what... Oh no, that was the top deck. Okay, 2 damage there. I'm assuming they're going to attack with the 1 attack. Come on. Hit there. Come on, hit the 5-3. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A little bit of armor is not going to help you out much. At least we know what they randomly generated. Because I want to make this a 50-50 of getting the egg. Come on, hit the egg. I guess you're not going to hit the egg. That's fine. Does put up a taunt, and we should be in a pretty good position from here. The egg's just going to sit there all game. Oh, amalgam is nice. We're going to... Actually, let's see what we can get off the amalgam. Yeah, let's grab this. This down. That in a bad order, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. They're in top decking. We have a full board. Theories of what they could run to actually come back from this, but... A Jerry Ray Carpenter. That, in theory, could be bad. But we're in a pretty good position. We can attack with the 2-1. Hope the egg gets the hit. So the soil is what they grabbed. That's not going to do much for you, my friend. Oh, Arms Dealer's funny. Of course, the egg isn't going to get hit. But it's fine. We should have lethal here. Never noticed that said Frostbolt, even though it's a fire ability. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. Overall, this deck was incredibly fun to play. It does play like a Beast Hunter deck would normally play, except you're using a lot of the Undead synergy instead. However, I do think it might be a little bit better to maybe lean into the Undead synergy a little bit less and go more into the Beast direction, cutting things like Boneflinger out of the deck, so you don't have a dead top deck whenever you do draw into it, and you don't have access to a Undead minion dying in the previous turn. A Ninotron is probably the card that I would replace the Boneflingers with, as it could act as a pseudo-draw card within this deck because you do have a lot of 1-cost minions. But outside of that, I was really happy how the deck ended up turning out. With that all being said, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.